architecture you see in East Wheeling is really beautiful. Where we're sitting right here is in the Monroe Street Historic District, and it's kind of the perfect encapsulation of something as old as 1837 behind me that was built right when the National Road came in. I mean, look around, you see these really large, high-style, Victorian, Edwardian, highly decorative structures. And then as that post-industrial era comes in, this neighborhood changes and it becomes low income and it becomes underserved. So the demographic changes and suddenly your really elaborate and expensive to maintain homes are being chopped up and they're being rented, and it's a lot harder to direct resources to that kind of situation.
This is my latest endeavor. It's this clientele art studio. This idea kind of came organically, and I noticed that the enthusiasm was there, the crowd was there, and I said, well, why don't I just try it? And we've had a really good community support. Wheeling has a lot of potential for it to be whatever anybody wants it to be. If you just take the first step, which is what I did here. I took one step, and next thing you know, I got to sprint to keep up with what everybody else who's run past me to do stuff. Like, if you just show the initiative, everyone grabs you and they run with you. And you just got to keep moving.
You see sort of like this every other situation where there are some people that have taken the leap and they've invested in the community and they're restoring or rehabbing or doing something creative with a really cool building, and then the one next door needs that help. It's no secret that like these post-industrial cities have struggled, and because of that there are certain incentives in place to spur development. So there are tax credits available for businesses, for income producing properties, and for even small businesses. So we see a lot of that in East Wheeling. There's some really beautiful anchor institutions, and then the places that are a little more difficult, those big homes, the community facilities like Nelson Jordan, those are a little harder to fund and a little harder to make work.
Well, my name is Jesse Mestrick, Director of Parks and Recreation for the City of Wheeling, and this is the Nelson Jordan Center.
We have boxing here, boxing classes for youth, adults, professional, amateur. We have it all here.
People could work out here, they could play ball here. They could do so many things to kind of center themselves or refocus themselves. This is just one of those places, like when you talk about hubs of the community, this is one of those.
So for me, I've been coming here my whole life.
I've been coming here since I was 6 years old.
You can't have East Wheeling without the Nelson Jordan Center.
The Nelson Jordan Center is a community asset that needs a lot of love. It's been in existence since the 50s and still used every day by our neighborhood, our city.
This place got a lot of history anyways. Back in the day, black folks weren't allowed to go to the YMCA, and so this place means a lot. Without this, there'd be a lot of people in trouble. You know what I mean? If they couldn't come in here, a lot of kids they'd probably be locked up or dead. So this place meant a lot to a lot of people, including myself.
If there's a group of people or a community that might feel like they are left out or overlooked, they have to try to find a way to build themselves up from within. And I think the Nelson Jordan Center has been a place that provided folks a way to start building themselves up.
You know, they might have done something bad in their life, but when they came here, it was all about being the best that they could be.
This place has made me healthier, stronger to deal with sobriety. Over 5 years sober, I've come a long way.
You know, it's got a sort of vibe here that it's just community love. That's all I can say.
So I always wanted to give back with any kids that want to do anything as far as basketball-wise. I wanted to be here with them. And now I'm an employee here, and I mean, it's come full circle.
There's a section on here that looks like a stage, so we would love to be able to actually put on small performances or area concerts, anything creatively or any kind of an outlet that somebody would need or want. I would love for the Nelson Jordan Center to be able to do that. More technological stuff to kind of bring this thing into the, the 2020s.
You know, this day and age, budget constraints are real, and we bring community groups in to do deep cleaning, things like that, but it needs more than just that. It needs an overhaul that is more impactful to the modern usage that a recreational facility needs to have to provide to our citizens.
This could be a place that you don't really necessarily have to leave the neighborhood to get what you need. It all would be here.
I would love to see more of East Wheeling feel like revitalization as possible. It's coming along and there's a lot of enthusiasm there, but I think there are a lot of people in this neighborhood that still feel like that's crazy, that's a pipe dream, they can do that, but that's not for me. I think every time we see another building go back to its kind of former glory, that neighbor becomes a little more encouraged to maybe take that leap on their own property.